Okay, it looks like Omarion took a visit to the Breakfast Club to speak on whatever album he has coming out or whatever project he has coming out. But the topic came up about lovemaking and women in the relationship that music has towards it. So it says here in the caption, it says Omarion speaks on how enticing women through music has changed. Some women will not be turned on by a nice guy. Let's hear what he has to say. Fair use. Shout out to the Breakfast Club and iHeartRadio.
Don't sing to the vagina anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they don't ask. They don't.
That's fact.
beg.
Yeah, the vagina has changed.
Has it?
I've never heard that
made now. Gotta make sure they're not genetically modified.
Yeah, the vagina has changed.
John, what you say? What do you mean it's changed?
I mean,
It definitely changed.
yeah, I feel like, you know.
By the way, I had to pause it. Oh, sorry, I had to put the overlay over there. Just copyright stuff and all that. Anyways, we're gonna let it play again.
There's this thing called soft girl era. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It's just I feel like it's so materialistic. You know what I mean? Like in order to really, swoon a woman, you have to really find a particular type, and you have to appeal to her, differently than you maybe had to appeal to her, generally speaking, back in the day. You know what I mean? So I would say it's different, how you can wake up those senses. It depends on the woman, you know what I mean? Because some women will not be turned on by a nice guy. You know what I mean? Some women get turned on by assholes and people who are disrespectful and call them out their names. Some women are really just into that. You know what I mean? Some women, vagina only get wet with money. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's a little bit different. You have to be more specific if you really want to entice a woman. You know what I mean? Lyrically.
People don't sing to the vagina anymore.
So obviously that was the point. Something that even the celebrities are noticing, where you would think the 304s would be on their best behavior, with a guy like an Omarion, one of these people, but even those girls, particularly the younger girls, they're chasing, like Gen Z girls, they're chasing a bag. They Gen Z women and younger, they have been basically, and to a lesser extent younger millennial, really younger millennials, they have been brought up by older women to be lightweight prostitutes, basically. So, and not necessarily just on the money tip, but just chasing, external things. Somebody said it in the comment section. I don't know if I can. I want to zoom in real quick, because it's not just necessarily money per se. It's also the social status. Because I always say, I'll keep it a buck when it comes to, I believe social proof trumps everything. I've seen it too much. But right here, somebody said they turned on by Casamigos, blunts, and social media likes. I always say, if you have weed, you can get hoes. All you really need is some weed. Forget the money. If you got some drugs for them, they'll take that as well. But yeah, for the most part, when you're dealing with, today's women, people want to say modern women, but a lot of women now, they're just really, in general, they're just chasing money. And the older women, they're doing the same thing, but in a different way. So that's why I really hope that the younger women realize that, you see how like the older women told you not to cook for the man and not do this and not be nice. Meanwhile, those older women are chasing younger men and then talking crazy about the younger women that I'm talking about, talking crazy about younger women, saying how they can't do this, they can't do that, they can't blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, the younger woman took that advice from the older woman. But that's a whole other issue. But bottom line, Omarion is speaking on the openness of how dating is now it's just about money now, because a lot of women have been taught, look, if you don't like the guy, which is most guys, because women are not physically attracted to like 90% of guys, right? They show this via dating apps and all this stuff, right? So what women will do to the guys that they're not attracted to, they're just gonna see if they can get money out of them. So that's what they've been taught to do. So if they're with a guy that they don't like, they're gonna just see if they can get some money out of them. And if they can't get no money out of them, then it's a win-win situation in their eyes. They're not trying to get to know you and all this. Do you got money? Oh, you don't? Okay. Or they'll literally open up to talk to me. Here's my Cash App and all that stuff, right? So let's replay the video one more time, and I will pause it when necessary. And so DJ Envy had opened up saying that men don't sing to the vajayjay anymore. So he's referencing those old R&B songs where, back then women used to be turned on by these R&B songs. Nowadays, women are turned on to they want to have sex to Future and Playboy Cardi and gangster music. They don't want to make love to R&B music anymore. They want to make love to gangster music or Chicago drill rap, right? You know what I mean? Anyways, fair use again, and I might have to put the overlay on again.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they don't ask. They don't.
That's fact.
beg.
Yeah, the vagina has changed.
Has it?
And when he said the vagina has changed, he's saying women have changed, right? Men haven't changed. Women have changed.
I've
You
never heard
get
that
made now.
before.
You gotta make sure they're not genetically modified.
Yeah, the vagina has
Well, that's not where Omarion was going, but that's just Charmaine trying to make a joke there.
changed.
What you say? What do you mean it's changed?
I
He
mean-
changed. He definitely changed.
Yeah, I feel like there's this thing called soft girl era. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It's just I feel like it's so materialistic.
So when he mentioned soft girl era, I don't know if you've noticed this trend over the past couple of years. There's this thing called soft girl era, where basically it's just women saying, "I need somebody to bring out my feminine," and really what they're saying is, "Can you pay for this? Can you pay for that?" It's just another way of women saying, "I don't want to work as hard anymore." That's all soft girl era is, because they want to say that, oh, soft girl era is a guy taking care of me. What did that girl say on that podcast? She didn't say like a laid back life, but like almost like a stress free type life. I'm paraphrasing what she's saying because I don't remember exactly what she said, but that was around the point where she's saying that where I don't have to work. That's basically what she was trying to say. And that's what all women really want at the end of the day, because I believe all women, they don't want to have to work. You know what I mean? They want to choose if they want to. And then if they do make money, they're not going to make money for the family. They just want the money for themselves. So that's, to them, that's soft girl era, soft girl life, right? Soft life, right? It's complete nonsense. And for him to even have, for that term to even come to Omarion's ears shows me like these hoes. I would say these, I feel so bad for the women my age and younger, or the women around my age, right? The younger millennials, because the older millennials, the millennial women and the Gen X women, they conspired against y'all and sabotaged you guys purposely. I don't even think you guys can even see it. You see how a lot of these NBA players are now with older women? This is something and they told you don't mess with these young dudes. They don't got nothing. They don't got this. Yet you're seeing them dating younger men. Don't y'all see the sabotage? But anyway, like, but when it comes to women, they don't really women don't really have a whole lot of true friends in their lives. So they can't even tell if a woman is really trying to help them or try to sabotage them. If a woman is actually trying to help the girl, she's probably going to see it as hate. And then the woman that wants her dead, she's gonna see that person as, oh, she loves me. You know what I mean? So a lot of these new hoes, they need guidance. Like they need like real guidance. A lot of these hoes might be better off with a pimp nowadays. I can't believe I'm saying this than the average girl giving them advice. It's crazy how that works now.
You know what I mean? Like in order to really, swoon a woman, you have to really find a particular type and you have to appeal to her, differently than you maybe had to appeal to her, generally speaking, back in the day.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I would say it's different.
Yeah. So like they somebody said it in the comment section, right? He said let me see if I can take off the overlay. Right. So in the comment section, I see it here. He said they be smoking blunts, listening to gangster music on Snapchat, and wonder why they don't get flowers no more. I thought you wanted a fifth sir, man. Yeah, a lot of the new women now, they have tattoos. They're basically pirates, right? They got tattoos. They sweat. They curse like a sailor, right? They said like over 60% of Gen Z women have tattoos. It's like over 60%. I think it's either over 50 or over 60%. Even if it was at 30%, that'd be bad. But over 50% have tattoos. That's crazy. How is that even possible? Right? Tremendous body count at a young age. Be smoking. They're drug addicts. Drink like crazy. You know what I mean? They're pirates. Stealing from people, stealing from stores, because these hoes be stealing. Man, it's crazy. So like that, like the women from back then, even like just 20 years ago, you can swoon her with like music, like with like soft R&B music, some Omarion, right, or some Tyrese or Tank, whatever, Genuine, one of them niggas, right? That's now the young girls they're listening to. They want to get drilled, right, to gangster music. They want to get drilled to drill music, right? So I'm looking at the comments. He said, notice how most women in these comments are addressing everything but what he actually said in the video. Yeah. So I did see a lot of the comments, right? And it was a lot of women not really addressing his point, which is to be expected. You're dealing with women here. All right. So I see another comment that says it's hard for men to express feelings without being viewed as sassy or soft nowadays. Exactly. So if you are a guy that wants to, let me put on some nice soft music for my girl, and she's gonna think you a pussy. So it's just a different time, right?
You know, how you can wake up those senses. It depends on the woman, you know what I mean? Because some women will not be turned on by a nice guy. You know what I mean? Some women get turned on by assholes and people who are disrespectful and call them out their names. Some women are really just into that. You know what I mean?
If any men with sexual experience here, right? I'm raising my hand. You can't see it, right? They'll tell you, or let me tell you, in my anecdotal experience, the women that I've been with, they have asked me to do things where I'm like, this is borderline like abuse, like sexually, which would make me uncomfortable. What they wanted me to do to them, right? So they always say, oh, we got a pornography problem in America. I'm like, with which gender though? But the way they phrase it, they make it like it's just men dealing with that. No, we have a gooning problem with women. Like they are turned on by things that are just not normal. I'm talking about it's not normal stuff. Chains, whips. They want to, all the hoes I've been with, they wanted to be choked. All of them. They've asked me to do that. And it's not just me. It's not just me. People always ask, okay, why do women want such a taller guy, such a physical? Because they want to be physically like dominated. And I'll tell you this, the more money she makes or the more masculine she might express herself to be, the more she actually wants to be that submissive feminine person being dominated sexually, right? So this is what's happening. They like the stuff that they're asking for sexually is like, bro. You know what I mean? And most women, I did not oblige to that. I was like, look, maybe it's just me. I still like the old fashioned way. I'm the type of ninja to go to Dunkin' Donuts and like, can I just get an old fashioned donut? Huh? Yeah, just give me that and the coffee and I'll be on my way. Oh, okay. Matter of fact, give me 2 old fashioned donuts. That's the type of person I am, right? I don't need a OD glazed donut. I'll take vanilla with sprinkles from time to time. Push come to shove, I'll take the old fashioned donut with a coffee to wash it down. That's it. That's all I need. It really doesn't take much for me. But the dudes that do oblige are usually on some nonsense themselves. This is why they find themselves in nonsense. This is why you can never see a woman that, like, they're never in a normal situation. If they are in a normal situation, they're going to sabotage it or self-sabotage the situation, right? So somebody, you have a woman here said, what exactly is a nice guy? Well, obviously it's not something that you know. He said, you proved his point by that with that stupid question. She knows exactly what a nice guy is. How about this? A normal guy. A normal guy. A decent guy. Not perfect, but a decent guy. Of course, you don't know what a nice guy is, especially a lot of, unfortunately, BWs. They don't know what a working person, you know what I mean, making a honest day living. They don't know what that looks like. And people are gonna say, oh damn, that's a crazy generalization. I remember it was a photo on Twitter that went viral and it showed like some 3 45-year-old looking dudes with some pot bellies, some boots, and some hats, whatever. And a black woman had reposted the picture, and she said, why are these dudes acting like they finna do something? These guys are not gonna help me during the apocalypse. And I was like, this bitch don't know what a working class person look like. Because in her mind it's just the bums that work at low end jobs and the drug dealers. It's only that. There's nothing in the middle to them. You know what I mean? She doesn't know what somebody that works in construction look like. A plumber, right? An electrician. a welder, right? They only know a couple of things. An engineer, IT worker, something normal. A lot of women they don't like normal. So you'll have a woman be like a Erica that you just saw. What does a nice guy look like? Of course you don't know, because you don't care. You're not looking for that. So you're just gonna sit there in denial and act like everybody else is in the wrong but you, right? Oh, I didn't show you the comment. My bad. Hold on. I'll show you. I wasn't lying about this. Watch this. Look at this comment. She said, what exactly is a nice guy? Just to show you I ain't lying, right? So this is the predicament that we're in.